Hello YouTube and welcome to the Credit Boom channel. This is Angel and I come to you guys periodically to discuss everything related to credit education. My passion and goal is to teach everyone how credit works. No schools, no universities have ever taught credit, so I'm taking that responsibility to share with you guys the struggles that I went through with my credit so you don't have to. Guys, please hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and that like button. This helps the channel grow and also helps me to reach out to a greater audience. Now guys, in today's video we're going to be discussing credit age. I'm going to show you a couple steps that how you can change your credit age in just under 10 minutes. Now one thing we need to understand is that credit age affects 15% of your credit score. How do we improve our credit age? Guys, typically, normally, credit age is the longest to improve because credit age takes time. As time goes by, your credit age gets older. Therefore, increasing your credit score 15%. So if you're new to credit, it's going to take a while, guys. Now, some of you are striving for that perfect credit score. You know, guys, anything over 781 is an equivalent to having an 850. If you didn't know that, now you do. So, if you have a 781 credit score, if you have an 850, you are going to get the same deal, the same interest rates, the same terms, whether you have a 781 or an 850. So now, for those that are wanting to obtain or try to reach that goal, the credit age needs to be in the area between 7 to 9 years. 7 to 9 years of credit age, so you guys can obtain a credit score of over 781 to 850, which is considered excellent. Now, mind you, there are credit scores out there with no credit age. They just started, brand new, and they're in that score criteria. But that's not going to last too long because as your age gets older and as you open additional accounts, that will drop your score substantially. So I have seen in some cases where people are in that benchmark because they only have 1 or 2 credit accounts. But again, that's just on a temporary basis. Now, for most of us that have multiple credit card accounts, multiple installment accounts, and we're trying to reach that goal of 781 or above, our credit age needs to be between 7 to 9 years. So now most of you hear that are going to say, damn, man, I'm screwed. That's going to take forever for me to get there. That sucks. You know, you'll tell yourself, oh, I'll never get an 800 credit score now. I'm telling you, yes, you can. And here's how. Real quick, guys, before we proceed, there's something you guys need to know. Credit age is the most important thing that creditors look at or look for to get anything approved. You can have multiple accounts, revolving installment accounts. If you don't have credit age, guys, you will not get approved. I will show you how to increase your credit age in just 10 minutes compared to waiting for years. My first step, one of the first steps I use is a strategy that will double your credit age in just about 5 minutes. And this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to do this one simple step. You're going to get your oldest credit card and you're going to call the bank and you're going to tell them, hey, I lost my credit card. I lost it. I can't find it. We need to close that account and we need to open a new one. So guys, what they do is the bank will close that account, okay? They're going to open a new account for you and they're going to transfer the credit age of that account to the new account. So you'll have the first account there with the credit age that you originally had, let's say 10 years. That credit age will stay in your credit report that just shows the account being closed, and then they're going to transfer that 10-year to the new credit card. Guys, you've just doubled your credit age by doing this simple step. And this is a phone call to the bank that probably just took you about 5 minutes. So remember, they close the account, again, 10 years of credit age, they transfer that history over to the new card, you've just doubled your credit age. And guys, this is one of the steps that you can do to double your credit age. Now, another step that I recommend is, this is the fastest and most effective to increase your credit age. And that is to add authorized user trade lines. So you're going to get a friend or a family member and you're going to ask them to add you to their credit card. At that point, you become an authorized user. Guys, before you do that, before you tell that friend or family member to add you to their credit card, please make sure they have 100% payment history. That means they've never missed a payment and that their credit utilization is under 20%. In other words, they don't owe more than 20% of their credit limit. Because if they have any of that too, any of those two, it's not going to help you at all. It's actually going to go backwards. You're going to decrease your credit score, and you definitely don't want to do that. And one of the more reasons why I recommend a friend or family member is, guys, it doesn't cost you anything. I mean, if they're your friend and they're your family member, they're not going to charge you anything. So that's the first step I would recommend. Now, the other step is that if you don't have a friend or a family member to add you as an authorized trade line, authorized user trade line, then you need to pay for the trade line to add that to your credit report, which will increase your credit age significantly. One thing, guys, we want to make sure is when we're getting a friend or a family member to add you to their credit card so you can become an authorized user, is make sure it's a prime A+ bank. I'm talking about Bank of America, US Bank, Discover, Capital One. Guys, we want to do these banks because they report to all 3 credit bureaus. You don't want to use a store card. Store card will not do you any good. Just make sure it's one of those banks when you get them to do that for you, okay? So let me give you an example of how credit age works. Let's say you have 5 credit cards and they're all 1 year old. That means you have a credit age of 1 year. So now you get an authorized user trade line, or you purchase a trade line of 10 years, and you add that to your credit file. You divide those 10 years into the 5 accounts that you have opened already of 1 year apiece. That gives you a credit age of 2 years. You've just doubled your credit age by adding a 10-year-old trade line onto your credit report. So guys, a quick rundown. We're going to get one of our oldest credit cards. We're going to close that account. We're going to open a new one. They're going to transfer that history from the original one to the second one. We've just doubled your credit age by calling the banks, telling them that you lost your credit card and you wish a new one to be reopened. We just doubled our credit age in that example. The other example, guys, is by adding authorized user trade line. Get that family member or friend to add you to their credit card, which will increase your credit age sooner rather than later. And if you don't have a family member or friend, and then you can purchase a trade line. And guys, I have access to multiple trade lines. I can help you with that if you need, and to get your credit age where it needs to be. Now, guys, on average, those with 6 years or less of credit age tend to receive less approvals for high credit card limits or low interest rates. Hence why, guys, credit age is very important. Guys, let me help you. I have access to multiple trade lines. 2021 is almost over. Let's start 2022 fresh. Those of you with a not so great credit score, I have multiple options for you guys. I have credit education courses. I have coaching programs. I have self-development courses. I have credit repair. I also offer business coaching and funding. Guys, this is just the beginning of what the Credit Boom offers. Remember, guys, nowadays credit is so important. I promise you, it will change your life. It will improve. You will thank me later. Start 2022, guys. I mean, if 2021 wasn't good for you, this is a good start. Let's get your credit score up so you have access to multiple funding. You can get that dream car that you've always wanted, buy that dream house that you've always wanted. Credit is so important, guys. Anybody that says any different is just lying to you. Let me help you. It's done a lot for me. Guys, I provided an email below with also a contact number. Any questions, feel free to contact me. Whatever you have on your mind, I will respond to you. Let's get your credit and finances where it needs to be so you can have access to multiple funding, improve your lifestyle, improve your lives and your family, which is important. Let me show you how you can do it. Utilize my services, credit repair, coaching and finances, business funding, credit education, self-development. Any of those items that you need help with, I am here for you, okay? Guys, I hope I've shown you any value in this video. I come to you guys periodically to discuss everything on credit education. Thanks to you Our subscribers are increasing slowly but surely. Help me reach out to a greater audience. Credit has done so much for me and my family, and I want to share that with you guys. Guys, can't wait to see you next week. Take care.